And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right to the air is Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. A first carry for Rachaad White. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of 32. And the Washington first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll run here with a rookie. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you look at this Packers defense, and they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To the air goes Daniels. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Hurt.
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 black. Red, cycle. White. Claws red. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Let's go. Hut.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Black shot. Needle blue. Go. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Side Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready. 50, green. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, set, strikers, ready, 38. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
33. Hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Down. Blue, 32. Hut.
Love, they go play action now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready. 52, blue.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go now. 10 black. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. The product goes. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Set, hut. Black 40. Red, cycle. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Needle blue. White. White. Set, hut.
Switching things up. They'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Daniels. Got him in. It's Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Come on. Come on. Set. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Now he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Daniels going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
At the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's taken in by Kraft. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Blue, 32.
Now Love. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 3 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now, since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass caught, it's Lane with it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Come on. 65, 6.
Now Daniels. Cockrell holds it in left side.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Washington first down.
Let's go now.
At the 40.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18. 6. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Go. Rambo. Say, hey. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions.
The final shot before break. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go. Set.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch out now.
Love wants to shift things around.
Needle blue. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hut. 10 black, 6 mega. White. Red, yellow. Hut.
Love now.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Well, fires that quickly outside. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Daniel
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And still fighting.
Still on his feet. Off to the races. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington.
Rachaad White. 81 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready?
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. That's taken in by Golden. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
Ready?
Love, they go play action now. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Set. Hut. Set.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21.
21 apiece. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Muzzle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready. Hut.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10.
60 Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. 60 Eagles. Check. Hurt. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run.
this one to Terry McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Pass! 19, 18! Let's go! Let's go!
They give to White on the option. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On the ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he stopped immediately there. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Quick slant to Brown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown from 10 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Ready?
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Got it.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready. Black. 95. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
38. That's your man.
To throw now. Here's Love. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards that time.
Gain of 9 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden.
And He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
60 red. Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Flag blue, 10 black. Hut.
Here's Love. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the Packers pick it up. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trap roll leading. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Finding Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw to the right, caught by Okoronkwo.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
28.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Now Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Watson making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Slice, 97. Red, cycle. Spew, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Here comes 2nd down.
Set, ready.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready up. Down. Yellow, 43. 10 cycle. Drill, 52. Black Ultra. Drill green. Ready.
One last shot now for Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.